Good morning and happy Tuesday, band members. Mr. Rogers here once again from the Bobcat Band at Sonora Elementary, and you all hear Husky the Bandit. Ooh, he's doing a big stretch. You gonna take a nap right there while I play, or are you just gonna bug me? Oh yeah, he's gonna bug me. He's just gonna bug me. He's a good dog. Hey, today's sight reading is something where a lot of us have different parts. It's called Trombone Rag. Hey, I can't pass up the opportunity. I gotta play this tune for you, right? So some of you have different parts. We call them accompanying parts or harmony. So in this case, the trombones will have the melody, some low brass parts as well. So if your part matches up with this, lucky you, I'm gonna be going over it with you. If not, you can play your accompanying part along with the melody on the trombone. All right, so the name rag itself, and again, this is number 97 on page 19. Ooh, it's getting a little breezy out here. Hopefully my music doesn't fly away. So ragtime music is an early form of jazz. It's kind of like a pre-swing of jazz. You don't normally hear ragtime piano players or ragtime bands playing with a swing style. It has a swing feel though. It kind of leans toward it, and there are occasions when you will hear ragtime players play with swing nowadays. But in this case, we've got a description right above that you can go ahead and read. It's a long section right there, and it's in the early 20th century that ragtime music had come about, sort of like during World War I, which a lot of you are going to learn all about in high school. All right, so you'll learn a lot more history regarding the world wars at that point. So ragtime music, it's more upbeat. We've got 4/4 time. We've got the key of E flat or B flat. It's going to match up with your B flat concert B flat major scale. All right, your key signature. So it should line up just like the scale. You're going to use all those same notes. I don't see any accidentals in this part, at least in the trombone part. It could be different for yours if you're a flautist or a clarinet player. So look around for your road map. We have a first ending bracket. So after you play the first ending, you're going to go back to the beginning of the song. Now, once you arrive at the first ending the second time, do you play the first ending again? No. You're going to skip to the second ending. So, right, you'll only play the number one bracket the first time through. Then when you arrive there again, just ignore the first ending, go to the second ending. And there are some rests involved with there. The final note has a symbol above. It's got kind of an arch with a dot right beneath it, suspended over your final note. It's called a fermata. If you don't know what a fermata is, it just means you're going to hold out that note, really in this case as long as you want because there's no conductor. But normally when you're in a band or an orchestra, if you see the conductor holding on like this, right, we imagine there's kind of like a fishbowl happening. That means hold on to the note until there's a cutoff right then. So that's what the fermata tells you to do, is to look at the conductor, really. But in this case, there's not really a conductor. I mean, I'll be your conductor. I'll stop when I want you to stop. But that's what the fermata is. Hold it out until the conductor says stop. Okay, right now I want you to, in trombones, you guys got to play loud because you got the melody here. It's a tune that's named after you. It's got to be upbeat as well. So look out for those slurs. If you have a whole rest in the first ending, make sure it's 4 beats total of silence. Now it's time for you to sight read the song on your own. It's allegro. So remember, half notes get 2 beats. You got ba-dum, bum, be-ya-da-dee-ya. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and sight read the song on your own. Okay, let's play the song together this time, yeah? Here we are. This is a forte dynamic for us with the melody, especially the trombones, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. right, very good, very good. So I put a mistake in there, and I want you melody people, if you had the same part I have for the trombone, you are the melody throughout the tune. If you don't have that part, you're an accompanying part. So you're playing a little bit softer. You still play with the big sound to support the melody, right? You still want to be heard, but not so much that you cover up the melody part. So what was my mistake? What was my mistake that I put in there? All right, trombone players, it was the 2 bars before the first ending. What, the first time or the second time? Right, it was that second time. All right, I ended up playing, actually, I'm sorry, the bar before the first ending. Instead of a G, I played an F. Okay, so listen out for those mistakes and know that if you feel like you're playing the right notes, still play with confidence on those notes. Don't copy the neighbor next to you 100%. Always try to match sound, but always try your best to focus on what's written on the page. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to play some glissandos. All right, trombone players, this is why you play the trombone, right? We're going to add these glissandos between each of the F's and the C's, those half notes. So if you look at measure 1, right? You're going to really exaggerate and get loud throughout that first note. There are 2 versions. There's one where it goes from F to C. Then there's one that goes from G to C. So you're actually going to be in a higher partial for G when you start. And you're going to glissando. Then you're going to drop the jaw to allow your partial to drop down to that low C. So let's practice the F to the C. I'll do it again with me. Here we go. A little bit of a crescendo as well. One more time. Now the G to the C. Again. One more time. Now, if you want to practice that a little bit and match my sound, go ahead and rewind the video and do that a few more times. We're going to do one more run through of the song right now with those glissandos, all right? And if you happen to have that note, if you have the melody with the trombones in this tune, go ahead and, if you're a valved player, you just slowly bring the open F to the 1 and 3 C. So down below, you're going to, you're not going to go so fast with the valves. You're actually going to clog the instrument a little bit and bend the pitch with your lips. Right? So practice doing that gliss with me. Rewind the video. Here we go. Let's play through the whole song with those smears. 1, 2. Here we go, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Again. Yeah, baby. I dig it. That's rad. Hey, play through a few more times with me and try your best to play those glissandos really loud and really aggressive, right? Right? You can also, if you're somebody who knows how to flutter tongue, right? Or gargle, sort of like Chewbacca, you can. You can add kind of a raspy, we call it flutter tonguing. So there we are. You can add some flutter tongues to it as well. All right, this is going to be coming up on our next video, another Essential Elements quiz. All right, so it's a technical kind of thing. But that trombone rag tune is really nice. Good job, band. I'll see you in a few minutes, heading on over to the next